Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Still fighting for more. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action. And Walker has it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll look underneath and finds Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game?
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 67 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Ravens had 8 and 3 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard
line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Burrow on play action. Now he'll tuck this and run. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Can.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andre Yoshibas from 8 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the name, first of all, you ain't fast long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. Somebody, the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. You change it. It's hot. For real. Yo. 180. 180.
Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in. Maybe.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. We're looking deep here for Flowers. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 56 yards. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Ties the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now it's Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
That's good.
11 MT.
First down.
Here we go.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals.
Now back to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
1-1, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
12. Gun.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here we go. 11, mighty. 11,
they'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Jackson going to keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll try and do this himself. This one complete to Yoshibas. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jackson going to keep it.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Jones on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun.
But Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Quick throw there is incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And bulldozing his way through. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set up.
Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Headshot! Set up!
Throwing is Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He'll try to pick it up himself. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
To kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Jones on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever. But sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals have retaken a third quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 24. Ravens 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1. Now it's Jackson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Right side, there's Likely with it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaac to Slaw. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? And maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They got into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshibas. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the jet sweep. And now it's Jackson off play action. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
We had a high-scoring first half, and that really has continued here into the second half.
If you like defense, there's no way you can continue to watch this, but you probably are with your fingers spread, right? Watching them through those eyes, trying to say, my goodness, when can they stop someone? But this game is so much fun if you're watching it because the competitiveness of both offenses going at each other, it's been a blast.
A lot of entertainment. Burrow will throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
38. Ravens 35.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
To throw is Jackson. And Walker has it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
38.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Gun.
First
Stop.
down,
Stop.
Cincinnati.
Right 80. Right shot. Stop.
They will toss to Brown. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
A first carry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And just shutting him off there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.